Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Goblin Guys. This is going to be episode 3. I'm your DM, Michael, whatever you'd like to call me. Um, and yeah, it's going to be a little different tonight because we're doing it virtually. We've got 4 new players, so this is going to be the third and final table. This is going to be the middle route. And as we've done in the last 2 sessions, these are all players that have been playing for the last year or so together, but they've all been mixed up. So some may know each other, some may not. But we're really special tonight because it's actually like an international group. We've got someone in the UK, we've got someone in California, and we've got 2 people, 3, including myself, here in New York City. So yeah, it's going to be fun, and we're going to go play some D&D. So without that being said, we're going to jump into the group. Transition. And here's everyone. Welcome, team. Um,
Hello.
so we're going to go around and
Hello.
introduce ourselves so that the audience can know you guys. We'll start with Cody.
Hi, I'm Cody, he, him, and I play Dorn, the frost giant Goliath, paladin. Yeah.
Jason.
Hi, I'm Jason, he, him, and I play Raziel the Ismar, barbarian.
Teo.
Hi, I'm Teo, he, they, and I'm playing Lucky Tom, human rogue warlock.
And then Joseph.
Hey folks, I'm Joseph, he, they, and I'm playing Zehmanel, who is a tiefling druid.
Awesome. So, we're going to just jump right into it. And as we do with every session, we start with a excerpt from Pella Underbow's memoir from 50 years in the future, known as My Window to Change, in Chapter 3, The Shadow of Thay. The heroes who shifted to the northern reaches, Agnes Warshawil, Harlow, Ten, and Zephyral, had only just escaped the tomb of the half-demon when the truth revealed itself. Far to the northeast, the armies of Thay were already on the march. What they had witnessed was no scattered remnant of a wandering cult, but a unified force, disciplined, deliberate, and advancing west with clear purpose. At the center of this third shifting, though, stood 4 new figures: Raziel, the Asimar barbarian, and Zehmanel, his partner, both from the Lanterns of Waterdeep. Lucky Tom Cassidy, a sharp-eyed human of the Fleabags of Baldur's Gate, and Dorn, the towering Goliath of the Hose, also known as the Whole Exploration Squadron of Neverwinter. Though brought together without warning or reason, it was these 4 who would define what followed, each carrying their own strength, instinct, and history into a place that seemed intent on breaking all 3: the nation of Thay. They were not alone. With them stood a handful of others, drawn into the shifting for reasons far less clear. Lucky Tom was accompanied by his erstwhile lover, the soldier Roderick Pellard, whose presence lingered close and watchful. Dorn kept a protective eye over his ward, the goblin child known simply as Glob, small and silent but keenly aware of her surroundings. Raziel was not without his own responsibility, as Soren, also known as the Dawn Child, stood near him, his faint, persistent light pressing quietly against the weight of the land. The Waterdavian noble known as Gloriana Duskwhistle made her displeasure known almost immediately, with her voice cutting through the ruin, while her friend Marion Stonehill, present despite all record, remained composed and observant, her intentions far less certain than the rest. Around them, they noticed, the farmhouse that they were in groaned under its own decay, its thatched roof rotting through with wide gaping holes where rain poured steadily inside. Water dripped in uneven rhythms, pooling across the warped floorboards as the storm pressed in from all sides. Though those broken openings above, through those broken openings above, massive shapes passed, indistinct but undeniably large, each movement accompanied by a distant heavy tremor, like something colossal marching just beyond sight. That's where we start. As you guys begin, you notice this woman. Some of you know her as Marianne, the others you do not. She is a woman she's in about her 50s, early 60s, graying black hair. She has an eye patch and a makeshift wooden leg as she kind of holds her head as she looks outside, and she's just saying, "No, no, no." And then before she can finish, you hear a shh across the room as Tom, you look to your side as Roderick is trying to get everyone's attention outside. A large hulking figure passes by one of the open windows, probably about 40, 50 feet away, maybe. Does not pay attention to you as the rain is masking a lot of the sound. It's pretty heavy downpour right now. But yes, what do you guys want to do?
I
And
immediately look to Roderick and I'm like, what the?
He's like, I don't know. Just keep it quiet. And, and he grabs his leg. It's clearly broken. He's like, Tom, where are we?
I have no idea. This is not Baldur's Gate anymore. Huh. Marwa, do you think? Marwa? No?
I don't
Where?
know.
Have you... 10? Cross-up?
You do not see your companions anywhere.
I turn to the motley crew in front of me and just kind of... Hi. You'll have to excuse me and my friend. We just, dropped in because the weather looked so appealing. Uh, uh, this is not Baldur's Gate.
I push past you, and I'm literally just looking around the room, like, fuck. Where are we? Where are they? Where? Fuck. No, Mariana, shut up. Where are we? Like, what? Who the fuck are you?
I think at this time we can go around the room and at least introduce what your character looks like. Tom, we'll start with you.
Great. You see a kind of rakishly, kind of handsome, smiley, 5'8", early 20s human. If you don't look quite, or just maybe out of the corner of your eye, one of his eyes maybe flashes a little gold. Who knows? I don't know. He's probably just smiling. And he's kind of just, cloak, simple street clothes. Some very nice boots, though.
And next to him is a man dressed in simple armor. He's still on the ground. His leg does look broken, and he's carrying a sword. He's able to stand slightly and put some weight on it, but he is clearly not one to be able to do some fighting. He's a little bit older than Tom. It seems familiar with him. But Dorn, please go next.
Yeah. So you see a gray-skinned, white-haired Goliath in some I don't know, kind of heavy armor, with a giant shield and great sword. And next to him is his ward Glob, just this little goblin girl, ratty hair. There might even be like a rat living in it. She looks pretty feral. Yeah, and Dorn's kind of stoic, so just kind of standing there, taking everything in, checking in on Glob first, of course, and then yeah.
Glob kind of hides behind your leg. She's a full maybe 3 feet at max, and you're almost 7 feet. So the disparity is
yeah.
The disparity is kind of evident, but she's carrying a small rusted knife as she's looking around. And then we'll go with Raziel next.
So Raziel is a 7 foot, very large, very muscly, silver-skinned, bald-headed ASMR. And he's got a very he had a very full beard.
Oh yeah.
And he's now slightly getting used to his new clean-shaven look. But his body is dusted with very silver white kind of body hair.
All right, and next,
And he's also got a very big, spiky kind of Warhammer Morningstar situation.
Yeah, it looks pretty nasty. The spikes look to be made out of teeth, which is kind of scary. Next to him is a smaller child. He appears human, but he has almost like a a glow about him. He's bald, shaved head. He looks to be in like monk robes almost. Kind of think like Aang from Last Airbender, but like that final scene in where it's like yellow gold robes. Seems to be about 10, 11 maybe. He seems a little out of it. He looks to be kind of in pain a little bit, but he's looking up at Raziel and just kind of like, where are we? Um, and then Zehmanel, please go next.
So you see this frantic, like 5'9", like deep rusty orange tiefling. Um, Wait, we've come from the masquerade ball, haven't we?
Yes. So
Okay.
Raziel, you are wearing, I believe, your butler outfit.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, you see this like frantic, like glorious silver white hair, but wearing this like skull mask that has like three sets of kind of like cascading back horns on it. Just like cursing, swearing, searching for something. I'm wearing like a deep green, almost black, like crushed velvet ball gown, which has on the back, you notice like vertebra and ribs all down the back as well. Um, I have a staff, and then slightly at odds with the rest of the outfit, they have these like brown leather, like plated gauntlet gloves, which finish at the fingers. They're fingerless, and they kind of look like blacksmithing kind of gloves, and that's kind of a little at odds with the rest of the outfit, which is pretty fabulous. Um, and I hate it.
Mm.
Uh, I
Mm.
am going to, I guess, just uh, kneel down next to what was this? The guy with the broken leg's name?
Roderick.
Roderick. I am going to kneel down next to him and cast Healing Word. And the all of you hear, or you see Zehmanel kind of slightly just take a big in breath, but that in breath sounds like you know when like a soft wave crashes over like a stony beach.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of
Mm.
sound, and I heal Roderick for 11 points. I don't know if that fixes the leg, but it will at least help. And as I am doing that, I look to Gloriana and say, "Get Mariana away from the window." And I look up and go, "Don't, don't. What the fuck are you doing here?"
Hey,
Hey,
long time no see.
Uh,
I don't
where-
know what I'm doing here either, honestly.
Wait, just to going out on a limb here, we all just got kind of popped here. We were this. Nobody was here like 5 minutes ago, right?
no.
Ah, aha. I go over to Roderick and I.
So where in Waterdeep were you all?
Baldur's Gate, Baldur like Waterdeep. What?
But the transport network, the bracelets, Lord Thorpe, like
Zehmanel, you look down, and your bracelet is there, but you look to your right, and Raziel is not wearing a bracelet, and neither is Soren. Dorn, that bracelet that you also received with your friends is no longer there as well. You look to your feet, and it is broken in half.
No.
So
Do
are
it.
the bracelets just gone completely? Like not
Your
in the space, or like
You cannot find yours nor Soren's, but Dorn, you are picking up your bracelet. You notice that it's like broken in half at your feet. Zehmanel, though, your bracelet is still on.
I immediately try to feel for Safina.
You feel her. She's you kind of point a little bit, and it's far away to the south, maybe southwest. You're not
But
sure.
I still feel like she's alive.
You know that who's ever wearing this bracelet is connected to this bracelet, yes. But
Mm.
any benefits or detriments that you would have gotten, you're too far away to utilize that.
While all this kerfuffle has been happening, Raziel's first instinct is he's going to turn to Soren right after they've lit, and just make sure he's okay, and say, "Son, how are you?"
He looks up at you, and you've seen, you know, people who are sick before, maybe running a fever. He doesn't look good. He's got like a cold sweat almost about him. And he says, I don't know if everything's okay. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. And he just kind of, I need to sit.
I'm going to literally just sweep him up into my arms, and try and find like a soft spot, some hay or something like that.
Yeah, there's some hay in the corner. He seems to be, comfortable when you put him there. But as you look outside, you see a giant creature, probably like about 50 feet away, talking to another giant creature, and you have some senses after kind of being in combat that there are a number of creatures outside. None have noticed you, but you feel as though you're surrounded.
Do I recognize what any of these creatures look like as a...
Make a perception check for me, please. 15. So you can see the closest one looks to be a man, maybe, but he's walking with a very like labored gait, almost as if like his foot is slightly detached from his body, and that's when it hits you. This creature is most likely undead. It could not be walking with that amount of sloughed off skin without it being some sort of undead type of creature.
And when you say giant, how big is giant?
Compared to you, probably almost 15 feet tall. 16 maybe. It's as big as the house.
Right. I'm going to turn to the rest of the group and just go and
making
point.
like a hush noise. Okay, you guys all see this.
And then I'm also going to do healing hands on Soren to see if that is going to help him at all.
It helps slightly, you can tell, but he still seems slightly labored in his breathing. And you do feel this too. It's like you're kind of coming down with a cold almost. And you get the sense that it's not from anything other than like this presence. That this land is almost like like the antithesis of who you are as a person.
I'm going to place my hand on his chest and just hold him and also say, "Son, I feel it too. It may be this place."
Gloriana comes over, and she's found some clothing. It seems like a little haphazard, unfortunately. She's gotten herself out of it. She's kind of like in a bit of a milkmaid's uniform, and she's giving it out to Zehmanel and Raziel, because you were in a bit finery. I'll let you guys decide on what kind of like farming clothes you might be looking to wear. But she says,
Are they all milkmaids' clothes? Or
"Sure,
so
why
is
not?"
that selection?
Don't give him ideas.
But no, it's
Perfect.
she's gonna sit with Soren, and she's like, "I'll take care of him. I think it's best for us maybe to figure out a way home. But change out of these wet clothes. There's some food I think over here. It may be, we can cut around it. The cheese, rotted cheese is good, right? And she's a little. You get this sense that this older woman is kind of trying her best to be helpful, but she is very, very scared.
And while we're sifting through the clothes, I'm just going to say, stay away from the windows. Be silent.
Right, right. And she kind of crouch, and then she just like a little like crouch, as she's like doing the army crawl past you, Tom. She's like, "Lovely day," as she's just going past.
Love an optimist. So I will be kneeling next to Roderick and seeing how the healing went, and be like, "Listen, I said I wanted you in a sling, but this is not what I meant."
He's like, "Don't make me laugh." Oh, fuck.
Can you stand?
Maybe help me up.
I will.
I'll help you help him up.
And I'll say, "Healer, good, yes, hi, Tom, Roderick,
Zehmanel, hi.
Zehmanel, great, hi," and I'll try to help Roderick up.
He's able to stand. He's like, and he looks over. He's like, "Can you?" And there's like a bit of there's like a walking stick almost, and he's like, "Okay, I'm not going to be much help fighting anything, but just I'll stay back." And he can walk slightly, but yeah, he's not going to be joining in any fights anytime soon.
That's fine. He's able to like stand. Okay, so some of you know each other. You two know each other, and I'll point to Zehmanel and who
And Dorn
Dorn.
And Raziel.
and Raziel, yes.
Yes, Raziel and I and Soren were in Waterdeep, and with Safina and Octavio. Octavio, fuck, where's Octavio? Oh my god, my son. Oh my god, Raziel, I have a son.
No.
The baby with the Thorpe and like the tiefling, and I
The
named him
tiefling baby.
Yeah, it's mine and Safina's, but we never like know she's a sister. And they made an heir for Thorpe from when Safina and I were first captured. Jesus fucking Christ, that was just.
Jesus is their friend. He doesn't exist in this world.
And oh fuck, and they asked me what I should name it, and I named it after my dad, and I didn't know it was my son.
All right.
Raziel's very
And I go in
perplexed for a
hug.
second.
Like,
He just can give you a big bear hug.
like probably the first one I've ever.
Then also say, yeah. And it's gonna feel good. He's a good hugger. So he's gonna give you a big bear hug, and then just kind of worryingly look at you and go, "Babies are a big responsibility. But we will find him."
As you say that, Dorn, you feel a tug at your side as Glob looks up, and she says, "Do you know the orange one?" Referring to Zehmanel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I look at Glob, and then, I just say like, it's been a long time though. And clearly a lot has changed since I last saw him.
Are we safe? Where's Harlow? Where's Zephyral? Where's Merrimack?
I don't know, but I hope they're okay. And we'll find them again.
Okay. Do we need to kill anyone? As she pulls out her rusted knife.
Let's hold back for a little bit and talk to the rest of the group.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I like you.
Raziel's gonna go. We came from Waterdeep. You from, and he's pointing to Lucky Tom, the
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Gesture to me and Roderick.
And then point to Dorn.
Yeah, never went through here.
All right. Sorry, we were coming literally from a very pitched combat, so...
We too were also in battle.
Okay, was your city about to be frozen in a single moment of time?
No.
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 Okay.
But
Cool.
The lords of the nobility of our city had started working with Thay on a transport network that all of these bracelets were the key to, and we were trying to shut that down, and that must be what transported us all here. But why would it transport people from other places?
We had some elves of Waterdeep that were doing some things with big crystals and memories, and also had Thay involved. Shit.
What
Tom-
color were the crystals?
Tom, you did know about, you had heard about these bracelets.
Right,
They were known
but-
as pale aetherite bracelets.
But they were kind of like a fashion trend. I didn't know anything. Like, we didn't know that they had anything to do with the transportation system, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm like, I thought it was just, fancy people. Being fancy. Okay. Giant crystals. Big giant crystals. We destroyed several of them. They were maybe they were kind of changing people's memories of what the world is, and Baldur's Gate is, and there
I am going to pull out the grenade that I have and show it to Tom and say, "These crystals."
Oh, no. I'm talking like bigger than me crystals, like have to be moved by lots of people, like 5 big. Oh!
Tom,
Like-
as you look at the grenade that he's holding, it is a kind of a glass bubble almost that is cut in the middle. On one side is this black substance that you're familiar with known as necronics. And on the other side is this kind of sparkly blue liquid that you are very familiar with. Your friend Ten and other Warforged that you've encountered tend to bleed this.
Not well. Is that somebody's blood?
Technically, yes.
Long story.
Okay.
I put it away.
This might be for a longer time, but
Yeah, we found a man who was stuck in a tree. His name was 3, and this was
fascinating. Friends, kind of metallic, maybe a bit.
yes, yeah, it looked like a metal man, like, but all the roots were kind of going through him, and he did speak to us for a little bit, but then yeah, this was an agonist has one.
That I think I know that person's brother. 10 is one of our 10 is one of my group. Fuck, where's 10? Where the fuck is 10?
Roderick's like, I don't know. I never liked him anyway. He was so serious.
He
I looked to
works
Raziel and just
after
say,
a while.
how many are there?
Well, there's at least 10. Oh, there's one less now, actually.
Those.
Post this fight.
Doze. Oh yeah, we also met one called Doze who tried to kill us, so we killed him, and we have his body in a little portal. That agonist. Fuck, where is agonist?
Where's
Fine.
Agnes?
It's fine. She's immortal. She can't die. But fuck, where is she?
Oh, that's a good question. Mike, do I still have access to Vrax's memories?
You do.
Is anything that I've heard so far ringing a bell in any of those memories.
What are you trying to focus on? Are you trying to focus on anything in particular, or are you trying to?
The crystals that Lucky Tom was describing.
Um,
Trying to figure out if they're the
yeah,
same crystals that
There-
we've encountered with our experiences.
I'd say roll a history check.
I know that the crystals are etherite, right?
Yes, they are made of pale aetherite.
Then I'll share that.
Great.
But they were massive.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'd say Zehmanel and Raziel, you both know that Agnes was aware of the Memoria project. She did bring that information back to you. And then Dorn, yeah, and that reinforces kind of the memory, Raziel, that you had of Vrax. He was helpful in transporting a lot of raw material to Baldur's Gate when he was still alive. And then Dorn, you are aware when they were talking about metal men, you did meet
Yeah.
3. You met
Right in the ship.
5, 6, and 9, who had their own delving guild.
Oh yeah.
in,
Yeah, so sounds like we all have some knowledge of these numbers.
Oh, well, that's fuck. If I ever find
Familiarity.
10 again, you'll be very excited.
So we kill them?
Oh no, no. 10 is great. 10's real cool. There was a big golden one that was working for a real shitty guy who just died in the battle that we just had, and but that's another story. Never mind.
And we only killed one.
Okay. So that blue stuff in the grenade is it's Vivicor, right?
Vivic, yes. And so I made these because the Vivica, if it is exposed to the Necronics, like big bada boom.
Yeah, we just blew up a couple crystals doing just that. In fact, but like, how did you get you got the Vivicor from the guy in the tree?
3, yeah.
Okay.
Technically, you got it
Some
from
common
Doze.
threads.
Oh yeah, we got our first
3 was first.
sample.
Yeah.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
this was from Doze, who attacked us, who was working with... Fuck, who was he working with?
He was working with Thay.
He was working with an agent at Thay. And he seemed to have a vendetta against one of our party, but that didn't really work out too well for him.
Can I go to the window very stealthily and try to see just how many creatures we're dealing with?
Yeah, make a. I'd say the stealth you don't have to, just because the rain is pretty heavy still. You can get up to the window pretty easily and just make a perception check.
All right. Not great, these, but not bad at these. That's an 8 for an 11.
From what you can see out the window, there are probably 3 smaller creatures that you can see fairly easily, and 1 larger creature near what looks like a bridge. There also, you can hear one nearby. Seems to be large, but you can't see it. It to the point of like it may just be around the side of the house that just doesn't have a window.
But do they appear to be like kind of just brainless shambling masses?
They seem
or
to,
are
yeah,
they-
be brainless shambling masses. In fact,
Cool.
I'm going to transition us over to the VTT so we can get a better view. So you guys can all see that.
Cool.
So yes, you're all in this house, and the rain seems to be letting up, which means your natural stealthiness will not be able to be as easily masked. So yes, Marianne Stonehill begins to kind of hold her head a little bit, and she says, "Oh, we need to go." And she's like, "Let me just remember. Go west, down the river, to the port, get a ship, over the Sea of Stars. We'll make it from there. Okay, we can do this. We can do this." She holds Gloriana's hand. She's like, "We can do this. I've done it before. We can do it again. We can get out of here." Okay. Oh God, I need a breath.
I walk up to her, put my hand on her shoulder, cast guidance, and I just say, "I like this side of you.
I don't. It's not. It's not what
We'll get you back."
We will. Tom, I'd say make a overall perception check for me, please.
Okay. 6.
There's something familiar about Marianne, but you just can't place it.
Okay. All right. Can I see on the when I was scoping out the outsides? I saw the bridge. You said.
Yes.
On this lovely VTT, it looks not in great shape.
Nope.
Can I see that the bridge is not in great shape?
Yeah, you can see at the very least that there's running water. You can see that there's some running water underneath it, but it looks to be somewhat navigable. You're not sure how safe it might be, and you can't tell from this distance.
So there's a bridge-ish, which we might be able to get over if we're trying to go down the river. But also, if we've got these big baddies, I know it's maybe not great to be starting off these new friendships by burning bridges, but maybe some big baddies go down river the hard way.
Yeah,
I like it when I just say, "I love burning a bridge."
the river
We're gonna
does
get
seem
along.
to be moving pretty quickly, which is concerning.
How high up is this bridge over the river? Is this like a
Probably
big
about.
drop, or is it just?
It's about 10 feet.
Oh, okay. So it's not gonna.
As this kind of is happening, I'm going to wild shape into my cat form and do like a round of like, and like essentially like try and peer out of every single window on every side of the house
Okay.
on the floor that we're on, because I want to see like, yes, we can see the bridge, but like, what else is around?
I might be able to help with that. And I snap, and this lovely, kind of barn owl appears out of the air. But this is Jinx.
Jinx.
I fight the cat urge to like leap it and go, no, it's no.
Jinx kind of, at the cat. But we could. Jinx is pretty stealthy and could maybe get like a in the rain. You feel like going into the rain, bud? Yeah, maybe a little bit, and then coming right back.
I change back and then like immediately start like ripping a slit up this ball gown so that I can move better.
Were you not interested in any of the clothes then?
Oh, fine.
You're gonna be the most fashionable.
No,
in the
I'm
game.
staying in my ball gown
Yeah.
because I look fierce.
So yeah, Jenks.
Okay, I change into more.
Raziel's looked through the clothes. He's managed to find a kind of a sturdy pair of workman's trousers that kind of fit. They're very snug, but they were obviously made for a portly man, so they kind of work on him.
Yes.
His shirt, though, he's had to rip the sleeves off because his arms wouldn't fit in them, and so it's like an open kind of
We've all been.
vest situation.
Wow.
Just had no choice.
Yeah, it's it fits. It's okay. It's the best of your ability.
I change into like a long sort of skirt and then some sort of like undershirt situation, and I look at as I'm like getting out the dress, the ball gown, and I look at the mask. So without the mask, they still have just the one pair of like bull horns at the front, and then you realize, oh, the other two pairs of horns were part of this half skull mask. And in that moment, I just think, until I find them, and then I put the mask on, and I will keep that.
Okay. Jenks does a quick flyby and reports back that there are about 6 smaller zombies and 2 larger zombies. The bridge seems to be the safest, most direct way to a larger settlement. or at least a road. There's a pretty thick forest to the other side of the house that seems to have more zombies, kind of just tilling and pulling up like roots and stuff like that. They seem to be doing labor. You're not sure if they're like aware of this, but they're like working a farm, it seems, or at least tending to fields. But over the bridge seems to be the most direct route without encountering too many undead from Jenks's point of view.
Okay, so we've got zombie farmers. Interesting.
Okay.
Plants versus zombies. Cool.
Was that intentional, Mike?
Potentially. All
Brilliant.
for the bit. All for the bit. So yeah.
Maybe they're vegetarian zombies.
At that point, the rain seems to slow down, and you notice that there is a creature that is coming up to the door here, as you hear it kind of just going through like. It's like knocking on the door, almost trying to get in. What would you guys?
Shit.
What would you guys like to do?
I mean, should we fuck some shit up?
I mean, I think we need to go and get over this bridge. So we
essentially
might as well
blast our way
just.
out. I'm tempted to.
Is it worth
I'm tempted to just from the window, either just maybe shoot a moonbeam or a lightning bolt at one of these big fuckers, little element of surprise, and then we make a run for it.
You may.
I like the sound of that.
How does the group feel about that?
Roderick, how you feeling about a run for it?
Can I summon my steed?
You may.
And put Roderick on it? Alright, I'm summoning Beam, the Kieran. Yeah, Roderick, get on.
Let me try and pull. Where is he? I need to find him. So, as you summon him, it bursts out and then kind of reforms into a like kind of this small light beast. It's not as big as you're used to. There's something kind of since this is something of celestial origin, it is like being restricted, and you see this like horse creature kind of wrap around. He's like, "I'm sorry, Dorn. It's too heavy here." Oh.
Damn. All right, Beam. Later.
Marion kind of comes up to Roderick and she just kind of like holds him. She's like, "Look, we have to go fast. Maybe you can use my good leg and I'll use your good leg." As you look down and she's got a peg leg, as she's like, "We're going to work together. We're all going to work together."
He still has guidance, I believe, from when I cast it on her earlier.
I'm also happy to. I've got a little bit of. I can make people bedrid things for about a minute,
Okay.
Which is not nothing. 3 people, so maybe the 2 of you, and
Gloriana kind of brings the 2 children together and she's like, I'll take care of the young ones. As she holds, Glob looks at you, Dorn, and she asks, "Is it okay?"
I think we can trust them. Please don't stab her.
Okay. Gloriana says, I'll make sure the children get over the bridge, but clear a path for us." And Marianne is holding Roderick close. And Tom, that's the first time you notice where you've seen this face before. It's a lot older, but it reminds you a lot of your friend Alara. And you're like, who? They look similar.
not right now. We gotta escape.
All right. So
Flags it for later.
for
Also,
yeah.
I love setting things on fire. This is a whole thing that maybe belongs to zombies. I'm fine with setting that on fire. If we want like a distraction,
Other by the front door,
Yeah.
and then have
Two
you?
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there only one way in and out of this structure?
There is a back door onto a fence or onto a porch, but that porch is like only about 5 feet tall, and it's also pretty rickety. So it doesn't seem like it's going to support a lot of weight. And it's also like into the woods that you know that there are more zombies.
Right. Okay. So we need to go out the front.
Seems the most
Um,
direct route. Yeah.
So, and second question, besides feeling heavy and kind of, you know, ill at ease, are there any actual kind of detriments or things that are happening with my abilities?
Right now, the thing that is most pressing is that your connection to the moon feels distant. And what this means from a gameplay standpoint is that you just have normal rage. You do not have the regular the normal rage that you're used to. So something is
Just
So
doesn't have the rage.
no
no
rage.
moon metrics?
Correct.
Right. Okay. This is very distressing for him. Okay.
I'm just going to look to Mariana and say, "You've done this. Where do we hit them? Where, like,
There's a river to the west. Rook and I, we once we got out of the capture the prison, we went down the river. We found a port city. I don't know exactly where we are, but if we get to the town nearby, maybe we can figure out where the port city is and go from there."
I give her one of my bone daggers and just say, you made it out once, we'll do it again."
Right. Hey, and if all else fails, I'll just stab every zombie and every vampire and every undead mage until they're all gone and dead, and destroy every phylactery. And it's my job. This is what I'm here for. I'm going to destroy all of Thay. That is why I hired you all. I'm gonna do this.
we love a can-do spirit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm fashioning Molotov cocktails with my lamp oil and like the scraps from like the milkmaids' outfits and stuff.
I'd say you can craft probably about 3.
Even better.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not gonna do much damage, but you can definitely light this entire structure on fire.
I'm not looking for damage. I'm looking for a way to burn this and a way to burn the bridge.
Yes.
And I've got my tinderbox on me, so that's
We'll
something.
burn that bridge when we get to it.
I could maybe sneak out. I'm pretty sneaky when I need to be, and I could maybe sneak out and set something on fire on one of the sides, or maybe question as far as what's on the map. It looks like there's some carriages and stuff
Yeah.
over to the down.
There's the most significant flammable thing that you can see. I mean, everything's slightly wet, but if you use this as a fuel source, the oil and stuff, you could probably feel pretty confident that you can at least set that cart to the north on fire.
Okay.
But there is a zombie right at the front door, so you'd have to go out the side entrance on the porch. It may or may not hold your weight, but you can, and that would prevent you from easily getting back into the structure if you go outside.
I'm feeling lucky.
Hence the name. All right, so I need you to roll a stealth check for me, Tom.
Right. I have the boots that give me advantage on this. That's a 14 and a 15 plus stuffs. That's a 25.
Yes, you can easily get out. The zombies do not notice your exit from the house, or at least they're not alerted to the sound of you opening the very creaky door. One of 2 different ways you can do this. You can either forego the entire structure, the entire porch itself, and just try and jump down, or you can try and walk your way across, risking its collapse. What would you like to do?
Would jumping down be an acrobatics check?
It would be.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm still in the entrance that you've just left from, like moonbeam ready to hit this big fucker the second anything goes wrong.
I will guide myself and kind of do my version of crossing, which is just flicking an imaginary coin in my mind, going, we jump. And I'll jump and tuck and roll.
Okay. You jump, and would you roll?
I have not rolled it yet.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not great. I might use a luck point. I'm going to use a luck point because that was a 2 on the die. So I'm going to use one of my luck points, and that's a 15 on the die for a 22.
Yes, you're easily.
It's like I can see myself starting to fall and go, nope. You just something happens, and suddenly I'm not doing what I had been doing.
Yes, I just moved off the VTT for a second, so I just need to redo something. But yes, you're easily able to jump down and not have any sort of fall damage, luckily for you. And able, what would you like to do next?
I'd like to make my way to that flammable cart as sneakily as possible.
I'd say you're pretty able to get that cart on fire, and unfortunately, you are down there. You would have to either climb your way back up, but this structure is on fire. It's alerting some of the zombies to the presence. And we're going to roll into initiative. But first, we're going to take a quick break for everyone to do what they need to do. And then once we get back, we'll see whether or not this group can survive a zombie attack, potentially. So,
Farmers! They're farmers!
Yeah.
we'll be
It's
right
episode
back.
1.
All right, everyone, welcome back. So we're gonna jump right into it. I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
So everyone within
boy.
30 feet of me, which I don't think is everybody, but I think it's some people,
Let's
have
say
advantage on
it
this
can be
roll.
everyone.
Great. Y'all have advantage on this roll because of my crossbow of warding.
Yes.
Nice.
Yay, thanks.
Also, because I kind of had it prepared, Mike would, and obviously if everyone else is all right with this, Mike, would you be all right with me firing off that moonbeam attack before initiative?
I'd say yeah.
If the rest of you three are, okay with that. Yeah?
Sure.
Great, okay.
I'm outside setting things on fire. You do you, boo.
Yeah, let's fuck some shit up, I guess. So I'm going to cast Moonbeam at the big fucker. So let me roll.
Wait. I just want to make sure that we are recording. Just give me a moment.
Oh, wait, virtual tabletop not
Yeah,
found.
we're there. Okay. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay, my virtual dice don't seem to be working, so I will get situated. And this is, there's no roll. It's a Constitution saving throw of 15 from the big fucker on the bridge.
Okay, let's see if he succeeds. Con saving throw. He rolled a 24.
Oof.
Fuck. Okay, well, I guess he'll take half of 17.
Oh, I forgot you have that on.
Oh, yeah.
He'll take half of 17. So I guess, what? 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to be radiant damage.
Okay. Doesn't seem to do too much damage to him, but yeah, it hits him, and that's a concentration, so it stays, correct?
Yes. So it's in that area. It's within a 5-foot radius, so it's literally like probably not even covering his entire width, I imagine.
Yeah. That definitely alerts them. Oh, I'm also going to draw the fire on the
Graphic skills.
yeah. All right. So that went off, and then we're going to go into initiative. So Dorn, what did you get?
Did it work? 11.
Okay. Lucky Tom, what'd you get?
13. Okay.
And I believe Jenks goes right after you, correct?
Yeah.
Raziel, what'd you get?
17.
And Zehmanel.
Also 17.
I believe Zehmanel, you are faster than Raziel. What's your?
Yes, 30 feet.
Oh yeah.
I'm 40 feet.
Yeah.
Well then.
No, well, both your initiative bonuses are +2, so I guess both of you roll a d4, and whoever gets higher is going to go first.
I got a 2.
I got a 4.
Great.
All right, Raziel, you're going to go first.
Actually, Mike, mine didn't give me the the advantage, so I guess I'm 13, but
Okay.
I don't know if that makes a
We'll make it
difference.
13.
So,
And I believe
Okay.
Tom, you are just a
I've
little
got a
bit.
+4, so yeah, I think I'm probably faster.
All right. So we're going to start combat. With that being,
I fire the moonbeam and then yell to Raziel get out there.
there is still the zombie at the door, so Raziel, it's up to you. You're first.
Right. So yeah, the door's open, right? We've
The
already.
door's still closed, but you can. It's not a heavy door. You could easily just kick it down if you want.
Yeah. So Raziel was just gonna boot the door with his open with his foot.
Yeah. So just roll a straight strength check for me, please.
Sure.
I'd love it if it just like hits the zombie, is it?
Yeah, you easily can. It'll push the zombie back out of just pure shock, and it falls down, so it's prone. The door is open, and that has definitely alerted some of the other zombies to your presence. So, Raziel, your turn.
So yeah, I'm going to smash this zombie with my warhammer.
All right. Roll. Just remember to roll attack first.
Oh yeah, sorry, pressed the wrong one.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
So,
And did I already roll damage?
You can roll it again. I know that it showed
Okay.
up before, but
Yeah.
14.
ba-da-bum,
All right. Anything else?
I get another attack.
Yes, you do.
So I will do the same thing on the same zombie. He's prone, right?
He is.
So yeah, like Raziel's just got this like massive, morning star looking spiky warhammer just going on this zombie.
And it's advantage because he's prone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck him up.
So do I roll again then, or
Yes, because it's two different attacks.
okay? But with advantage again. So
Mm-hmm.
right, okay. So that was 15, 17.
Let me just double check. Yes, that definitely hits.
Right, and then that's
13 damage.
yeah. And I'm just double checking that I have some things to add, don't I? Oh, he's prone, so I probably can't do that. And also, I went into a rage before I kicked the door open.
I figured as much.
I should have said that.
I'll allow it.
And yes, so on each of those hits, I get to roll a d6 plus 3 for radiant damage.
Okay.
So how much I need to roll?
You don't need to roll anything else because describe the kill.
Right. So on the second of those kind of warhammer hits, it just goes straight through the zombie's torso and it like splinters open.
I think you still have about 15 feet of movement still.
Right. Okay. Are there any more tanky people besides me in a group? Oh, we've got a Goliath, haven't we?
Yeah.
We got a Goliath, and I'm coming
Yeah,
out
you
with
got
you as
me.
well.
Is it because we need to get over the bridge? Is it worth me going straight for this big ogre fucker? And you guys can if the husk zombies are a problem, everyone else can take care of them.
Yeah, I think if you had like spearhead the way and we'll like go in the wake behind you,
Yeah,
and like deal with everything else.
perfect. So you said I've got 15 feet left?
About that,
Movement,
yeah.
Mike?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna turn around and say, fighters to the front. The rest stay behind. Stay safe. And on that stay safe, I'm gonna particularly be looking at Soren. And Mariana, who's not Mariana, Gloriana's still holding on to Soren.
Yeah, Soren and Glob she's got next to her.
Does Gloriana have a weapon?
She is carrying what looks to be a spatula. Sharpened.
I'm going to take the sickle out of my belt and give it to her.
She holds it with both hands, and she's like, is now the time to be reaping wheat?
I
Um,
look to her and say, "Imagine you're cutting carpaccio.
Right. And Glob's just like,
Go for the head."
she carries her knife. She's like, I'll protect you. Soren is just
Um,
I love Glob.
so yeah, I'm gonna go to here.
okay. End of your turn. Zehmanel, you're next.
Okay, I am going to hold my concentration on that moonbeam,
Okay.
and I am going to, I think, run out and stay essentially kind of like just like behind into the side of Raziel. Let me see the range on this one. 60 feet. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, fine. So I am going to throw an ice knife at this, like the furthest to the south husk zombie.
Okay.
So that will be. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Great. That is going to be 14 ice damage. So that literally, like, you see it kind of whips out of their tail, almost like skipping a stone, and it's just this like jagged icicle, which hits this zombie. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my driftwood staff.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Lucky Tom, you're next. You're down on the ground. The fire has started.
Right. The zombies A and C seem preoccupied with the fire or with the people bursting out of the.
Right now, they seem to be preoccupied with the fire, but you have a sneaking suspicion that may not keep their interest for very long.
All right. I will just steady aim and take my crossbow and take a shot at zombie A.
Okay.
And that's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
But I get sneakies, which I love. That is, that's a good roll. 11, 13 plus 5 is 18 plus 4 is 22 points of damage on that zombie.
Yes, he definitely. You definitely hit him, and he's makes eye contact with you through the fire. He's definitely aware of your presence.
Fuck. But I used my bonus action to steady aim, so I'm right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
All right, and then up next is Dorn.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna run out and join Raziel and Zehmanel.
Okay.
And then I think I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on zombie.
On zombie F.
So let's do that. Yeah. Or is there a way to put it in the middle of the two of them?
Yeah.
It's only a 5 foot. Yeah. Okay, I'll just put it in the middle. All right. Let's see. Okay. Constitution 15. I don't know what's going on with my dice, but
It's okay. Whatever works for you.
okay. Shoot, what is going on? Oh my god.
I think they have
Oh,
to
it's
make
2d10. Okay.
Yeah, but they have to make the Constitution saving throw, I believe. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
One is a failure. Yep, they both failed. Roll your damage.
Cool. All right.
Beams, everybody.
Yeah. All right. I'll just do this. Oops, not that. 1, 2. Yeah, for some reason my dice just aren't showing up
Yeah, you can just tell me what you rolled.
on my thing. Oh, there you go. 15.
15.
Great.
On both of them.
And then for my bonus action, I'll activate large form.
Okay. I don't have a large token for you, but we'll just imagine that you're big. As you see Raziel, you're like, you felt pretty confident that you were the biggest, nearly the biggest, and that you were feeling pretty confident, and then you turn around and Dorn just and is at least Dorn, you were already about like 7 feet tall. I'd say at this point you're about almost 15 feet tall.
I look to Razi and just say, might be time to hit the gym.
Hell yes.
All right. Glob is going to move outside. 5, 10, 15, 20. Jenks. What would you like Jenks to do?
Jenks, I will have do a flyby just to give me advantage on but it won't kick in until the next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that way I'll be able to move and still have advantage.
All right. Gloriana's going to join Glob. Marianne and Roderick are going to get outside as well. And then come the zombies. 15, 20, 25. And then B. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then C. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. E. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Soren then comes outside with them. And then Ogre Zombie A is going to stay where it is, but this one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right.
Does that mean it takes extra damage if it stays where it is?
I believe it does.
Mm-hmm.
So roll your damage again.
What's your damage? Let's see. I cast that at 2nd level, I believe. 5.
Better than nothing.
Right.
All right. Back to the beginning. Raziel.
So I'm going to keep running towards this big fucker by the bridge. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And yeah, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. Fortunately, that's a miss.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You hit it, and its tough hide just seems to absorb most of the impact. It doesn't seem to do much damage. You can attack again, though.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Oh, okay. Great. It's wet. It took him a minute to figure out his footing.
11 damage.
And then I'm going to add the
radiant damage.
I get, radiant damage of 1d6 plus 3. So that's plus 4.
All right. Zehmanel, your turn.
Okay. I am going to use my 30 feet of movement to get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Fuck yes. This is going to work. And then I am going to cast Lightning Bolt. And the straight line is going to be through Zombie B into the big ogre zombie on the bridge.
I believe that's a dex saving throw, correct?
It is a dex save of 15.
Well, the ogre rolled a -1.
Yeah. And the zombie...
I'll check. The zombie rolled a 2, so they both failed.
Perfect. They are going to take 8d6 of lightning damage, which rolled to a 28 each.
Yes. They are both still standing, but
What?
um, I would say at that point, because like the nature of the spell itself, it is creating a lightning bolt itself.
I was
There,
kind of like calling on like the last dregs of the storm and like pulling it down and then like sending it through.
yes, unfortunately, that does create a large amount of noise, as any distracted zombies have now been alerted to your presence. Um, Tom, you're the only one that sees it, as your keen eyes flash a bit, and you see kind of a mass of bodies kind of walking, shambling through the woods, getting closer to the house.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step to about, yeah, here, I think.
Okay.
Just so I'm not like right within swiping range of that zombie.
Okay. Lucky Tom, your turn.
First thing I forgot to mention is that zombie A, I have slow on my crossbow, so it had
That's right.
10 feet less movement.
So he would be about here.
There. So I'm gonna be like, oh no, you need to just go down. And since Jenks did the flyby, I will take a shot. That's a dirty 20.
Yes.
That's attack again. 12, 17, 20 plus 4, 24 points of damage.
Describe the kill.
Down. It's just like, shit, I need to do this the first time. And the second one just goes straight through the eye and it just drops.
It not only does it go through the eye, it just takes off part of the head with it, as the arrow just keeps going and just falls with part of the brain is still attached to it.
Love that.
Nice.
All right, then I am going to... I need to get within 30 feet of multiple fuckers. So I'm going to run and also use my dash action to get... I just want to check a thing before I move here, but I think I should be doing that just fine. Yeah, I'm going to... Whoop. Come on. Let me move. I'm going to move to about here. Wait, go away. Sorry. I'm going to use my movement and my bonus action to dash to get... Actually, I'm going to go 5 feet above this. There, and that's going to be my turn.
Sounds good. All right, next is Dorn. Cody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh boy. Let's see. What do I want to do? It's gonna be tricky. I mean, I guess I could finish off zombie B. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go up to that guy, and then I will use Sentinel's voice.
For those of you who don't know, Sentinel's voice is the name of his sword.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. What is going on? All right. 20 roll. What the heck? All right. Put the +6. 14.
14 to hit?
To hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Let's get that damage. 1d8 +5. 12.
That hits? Or that kills him. I'm sorry. Describe the kill.
Yay. Awesome. He's already pretty like beat up, the zombie, so I just kind of like, I don't know, just swing right through him and he just like gets cut in half and just falls apart.
Bisected.
Yeah, it's a clean little, yeah. And then
I just muster under my breath, "You're welcome."
yeah, right. I'm like, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, honestly.
I'm 5'9".
Yeah, and I end my turn.
Okay. Up next, Glob is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She is going to be inspired by Dorn's abilities, and she's going to try and stab this zombie.
Can I say that I forgot to have Jenks do the flyby on that zombie, but I would have for me. But instead of me getting the advantage, can I give Klopp the advantage?
You can, but she already got a natural 20 with this, so she's going to stab it for 4 damage. And unfortunately, her dagger gets stuck as she's like still holding on to it in the zombie's leg.
I yell, twist it.
Gloriana, 5, 10, 15, 20, is going to try and come up and help Glob. She's trying to pull her away. Marianne is going to walk with Roderick up here. And Soren is going to walk his way up to Gloriana. The husk zombies, this one is going to attack Glob.
My girl.
And let's see. Oof, she's going to get hit. 4, 5 damage as she looks pretty beat up.
My little woman.
This one, 5, 10, 15, 20 is going to go up to you, Dorn, and attack. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Oh, my AC is 19.
All right, that's a miss. It's going to attack again. 20 to hit.
Damn. Got me.
You're going to take 6 points of slashing damage, as this zombie is also going to come up to you and attack. And he is going to swipe at you twice again. 14's going to miss, but is a 23 going to hit? Probably. And you're going to take another 6 slashing damage. This ogre zombie, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, is going to use his undead strength to throw a makeshift cart at Zehmanel.
What save is that going to be?
No, it's just he's throwing it. It's a 22 to hit.
Oh, you... no deck save? Nothing?
No. It's
am I close enough to him to do
yes, you
protection?
Are. Yeah. So it's
sweet.
So he gets an AC boost, what, a 5?
Yes.
So yes.
I believe, yeah.
You see
that takes me to 22.
Yeah, no, Zehmanel, you see this cart, you don't even notice it because you're too focused on the ogre at the bridge. As this cart is coming, and then you see Dorn just kind of, the shadow of him kind of comes over you with his giant shield and just shatters over it as he protects you from the cart.
Got you.
Look up at this like 15-foot thing. It's like... I don't remember you being this big on the boat. But thanks.
Anytime.
The other ogre is going to attack Raziel twice.
Rude.
That's going to be a miss. Ooh, and a natural 20.
Ooh.
So you're going to take 30 points of bludgeoning damage as the ogre zombie just literally takes a bit of the bridge and just takes it and just slams it down on top of you. Trying to...
We need that fucking bridge.
Has the ogre still not moved?
Sorry?
Has the ogre still not moved?
He's still not moved, so he's going to take more...
more moonbeam damage.
Yes.
9 radiant damage. These D10s are not...
That was bludgeoning damage, wasn't it?
Yes.
Right, I'm resistant to that.
All right, back to Raziel.
How rickety is this bridge?
From your standpoint, it looks like it could probably take a little bit of damage, but not much. It might support your weight, maybe not Dorn's if he's that big.
Okay, so and we need to get over it, all of us, don't we?
It seems to be the most direct path out of here that is involving the least amount of zombies.
Okay, so I will not push the ogre onto the bridge. Let me just attack it. $18.
That's a hit.
Right.
11 damage. Okay.
And
Next
then
attack.
I'm going to add to the radiant damage.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget that.
So that's 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll attack again.
That definitely hits.
19.
Yeah. I would like you to describe the kill.
Ooh. So 2 hits, one kind of backhand to the chest, so it goes, and then he swings round and just like cleaves the head straight off the ogre, and it kind of flies out of sight.
Nice.
As it falls to its knees, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Yep.
I don't know if it came through. Did it come through?
Yeah. Hold on. There we go.
Okay. Yes, you're able to just get out of the way before the ogre zombie explodes. You're going to take half damage on this. You're going to take, instead of taking 8 damage, you take 4 bludgeoning damage, which is reduced to 2.
And so that's only 2, right?
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
He's going to be like, no.
All right.
As he wipes off the ogre bits.
Ogre bits.
Zehmanel, your turn. You got 2 husk zombies to your south, as well as a ogre zombie, and a goblin girl is trying to kill.
Oh wait, sorry. I could still move, couldn't I?
Yes. Sorry.
Because I haven't moved. Yeah, I'm going to run towards the husk zombie that's attacking Glob.
Okay.
I'm going to go there.
Sounds good. Zehmanel, your turn.
Okay. Having seen this like cart that was thrown at me and then blocked, and also having seen that the bridge troll, literally, has been downed, I'm going to turn my attention, literally just like almost kind of a reaction, and cast Erupting Earth at this other ogre zombie.
Okay.
So like the earth literally under its feet, like all these like rocks or like gnarly roots are just like almost like it stepped on a landmine. Just everything like shoots up, and it needs to make a dex save of 15.
Okay. Is that concentration?
It's not.
Okay. Dex save of 15. Not only did it roll a natural 1, it has a -2 to its dex save, so a -1.
Perfect. So it is going to take 4d12 damage, which is 25 bludgeoning. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to move my moonbeam over to it.
Okay.
Amazing.
Salt in the wound.
Listen, I'm fucking pissed off. And so I think that's also a dex save, right? Moonbeam?
Yes,
a con save of 15.
Con, yes. It rolled a 22.
Oh shit. Okay, well I'll still roll. So it is going to take, I rolled 11 radiant damage, so half that to 5, right? Yeah. So it's going to take 5 radiant damage on top of the 25 bludgeoning. That was my action, that was my bonus action. And I'm just going to yell back to kind of the more the Marion, the Roderick, Soren, Gloriana, and just say, "Fucking run."
They acknowledge. All right, Lucky Tom.
First thing I'm going to do is run down so I'm within range. And then right next to Zehmanel, I'll go like, yeah, doing great. And then in the last of the rain, one of my eyes flashes gold, and I say, I've had a bad day. The only way to make that get better is to make sure others have worse. And I will cast, use my bonus action to Evil Eye, the ogre zombie. And then I'm going to use my action to cast Bane on the ogre zombie, the zombie near Glob, and then which of the zombies next to Dorn is looking healthier?
The one to the right, Zombie F.
Then I will also cast it on Zombie F, and I need Charisma saves from all three of them, DC 14.
Okay, let's do the zombies first. The one by Glob failed.
Amazing.
The one by Dorn failed, and the ogre zombie. Is it charisma? They all failed.
I love this, and I'm like, fuck you, fuck all of you. I don't want to be here. And then I will back up.
Yeah.
I will back up another 10 feet, and that's my turn.
Okay. Dorn,
and I'll have Jenks do a flyby on the on Zombie F. Sure, why not?
Okay. Dorn, your turn.
Sweet. I'm going to use Sentinel's voice again. Go in for, okay, it was 13.
13 does hit.
Awesome. And then I will do as my bonus action. Oh, wait, I haven't even done the damage yet. Oh, my God. 1 second.
Getting ahead of yourself.
Let's see. I know, I'm just so excited. Okay, 1d8.
You do have advantage, too, with Jenks near...
With Jenks' help.
Let's see. 2 plus 5. 7. And then what's the advantage? Yeah.
You can roll again your attack just to make sure, just to see if you get a natural 20.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Let's go with that. And then for a bonus action, I will do... Oh, wait, actually, I'll cast Frost Chill.
Okay.
As a follow-up. Yeah. Which is 1d6. Okay. 2.
Okay. That's from your cod piece, correct?
No. Cone of... What's it? Cone of...
Cone of Cold is from your cod piece.
Cone of Cold is from the cod piece, yeah.
Wow.
This is just because Frost Giant.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yes, Zehmanel, you are the one who sees he is wearing a glorious cod piece that is like very sparkly.
I reach up and flick it. I'm like, is that you?
Oh yeah. Gosh, and then can I do Shield Bash, or is that?
That would have been another. That's
yeah. That would have been the bonus.
You can do another attack though, because you can do 2 attacks in a round.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll attack the other zombie then. Just like try and get the damage down. All right. 13.
No. 13, you said?
Oh, 13. Cool. All right. 1d5. Cool. 11.
Describe the kill.
Damage. Sweet. I just want to make it simple. I just slice its head off clean.
Yeah, you very easily cut its head off.
Beautiful.
All right. Anything else?
That'll do it.
Glob still has her knife stuck in, and she's going to try and attack this zombie one more time.
said twist it.
Unfortunately, it's stuck, and she's gonna use her nimble escape to disengage without using an action, and she's gonna run back without her knife as she goes up to Gloriana. Gloriana's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, sorry, he's off the grid. He is not running by the zombie.
So I trained him better than that.
Rookie
5,
mistake.
10, 15, 20, 25.
What did I tell you about getting within arm's reach of zombies?
All right. They all made their way. Husk Zombie C is going to attack Raziel twice.
Taking away a D4 both times.
Don't worry, he's rolling terribly. Okay, that was a 22, but I'll roll that D4. So that's a 3 minus, so that's probably going to miss a 19.
No, that hits.
Okay. You're going to take 6 slashing damage from its claws. And then this zombie to the south is going to attack Dorn. That is 15 to hit. Assuming it's going to miss.
A miss.
He's going to attack again. Minus the D4, which is down to 19. Assuming misses.
I'm 19 as well, so.
Oh, then it does hit.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take 6 slashing damage, as the ogre zombie is going to 5, 10, 15, 20 come up here and attack you, Dorn.
Yay.
You are the biggest thing there.
True.
That's gonna miss with the 15. And miss again. You are equally well. For clarity, you're both about the same size. As he kind of comes up to you, and you kind of grab each other's hands, and you're just like wrestling with each other.
Cool.
But you're managing to hold off any sort of attack. All right, Raziel, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna buck up this Husk zombie.
Nice.
That's a 24 to hit. Definitely hits.
All right. Let me add my radiant damage.
Yeah, describe the kill.
Great. He's gonna switch grip on his warhammer, so he throws it up, grabs it by the handle this way, and just shoves the hammer bit into its face.
And it collapses into a meaty pile.
And he's going to reach down. He's going to reach down and, with 2 little fingers, pull out the knife of cloth.
It's still there. The blade is a little bent, but it's somewhat functional. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to 20, run towards this ogre zombie.
Okay. You have 2 attacks, right?
I do.
Yes, so make your second attack if you'd like.
Perfect, I will.
What was that? Yeah, that hits.
Wicked. Great.
Yeah, these guys don't seem to have high defenses, but definitely high hit points. All right.
So that's 1, and then let me add my radiant damage. 2.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, Zehmanel.
given that, like, in front of me, I've got 7-foot Raziel, 15-foot Dorn. I'm just gonna yell, "Big boys, take him down!" And I'm going to use my movement 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to the corner of the bridge. And then I can, as a bonus action, you do a search. And if you'll allow me, I want to kind of use that to essentially like see if I can like see a safe route along this rickety bridge.
Yes, I'm just increasing the fire because I wanted to spread.
Yeah. Or that could just be like a perception check, I guess, or something instead of search. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. I would say, yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. That is a 23.
Yeah, based on, I'd say, a number of things, just especially since you have some experience with construction at the very least.
Yes.
A slight whisper kind of comes to you from the gloves, and you don't let anyone else you don't let anyone else hear it as you kind of keep it close to the chest, as you will, but that whisper is like, maybe the southern part of the bridge is more stable.
I just yell, maybe the southern part of the bridge is more stable. And then I quietly, as I'm like squeezing these gloves and hearing this voice in the back of my head, say to him, if you keep her safe, I will work on the Hellfire.
I think we have a deal. And that's your turn? Question mark?
That was movement. Yeah. That's my turn.
All right, Lucky Tom.
Because we technically act on the same initiative, would you allow me to use Jenks to get advantage on the ogre zombie with a flyby?
Yes.
Great. Then I'll do that. And I will take my attack. Come on, baby. That's going to hit, but I'm going to roll the other one. Yeah, that's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
So I'll get sneakies on that. That is 8, 15, plus 4, 19 points of damage, but I'm going to use one of the d6 to do my cunning action.
Yes, you will.
To make it do a dex save or go prone.
Oh.
And that's and also this dex save has that d4 subtracted from it.
Sure, it rolled a 6, so I'm not even going to do the d4, to be honest.
Great. But I did 19 points of damage as it goes down, as it just slices through part of its leg.
You guys see this like flash of gold almost. Zehmanel, you're the one who sees it really clearly in like as the rain is letting up. Just like Tom's eye just flashes this brilliant light. And you see it, it's almost like slow-mo as the arrow bolt or the crossbow bolt just aims just directly into the kneecap, and that kneecap just shatters and the leg just almost dissipates as it falls to the ground prone.
And I say, yep, having a better day. Let's go, everybody. We gotta go. I'm not gonna move yet though, because I don't. I guess I'll get closer to the bridge.
Okay.
Mike, I didn't use my bonus action in that turn. Would you allow me to retcon?
I will allow it.
So I'm going to bonus action move the moonbeam over to the ogre, and also to hopefully like maybe give Raziel a bit of a boost if that works.
We shall see. We shall see.
So yeah, the ogre again has to make the con 15 save.
Okay, I'll do that.
I really should have cast this at a higher level.
It failed. Got a 5.
Perfect. So it will take Oh shit. 20 radiant damage.
Hey!
And then I don't know what that does to Raziel. I'm hoping it will charge him up in some way.
Raziel, you gain 5 hit points back.
Yes. Nice.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
I believe that is Dorn's turn now.
All right.
This thing is still up.
I know. I'm like, God. Okay. Sentinel's voice yet
Well, it's
again.
not up, but it's alive.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's missing a
Like
leg.
kind of up.
Not having a good day.
Let's see.
I'm like, but you seem to be.
I mean, I'm having a better day.
Cool. Nat 20.
Oh!
Describe the kill, honestly.
So, all right. Yeah. So I'm just running around, slashing it at different angles. And then I'll cast Frost Chill just for flair. So it's frozen, and then I just use my shield and just bash it, and it just shatters.
Yeah, whatever explosion could have occurred for this, because you use the frost chill, just like all of the pieces just kind of fall to the ground in like different meat popsicle versions. And yeah, you have one more attack.
Sweet. Yeah, Sentinel's voice hit again for zombie. Husk zombie. Wow, because he's the last one. Great. 7.
Unfortunately, that's a miss. As it just you were so used to attacking a larger form that like you swing towards where you assume the zombie to be, and it just like goes right over its head.
Dang.
Glob.
That's bad. All right.
Going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just going to move them all as a unit just to make things easier.
I did already yell to them to take the southern part of the bridge.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. And then the husk zombie is going to try and attack you, Dorn. That's a 19 to hit.
That with the D4 taken away?
Oh, you're right. Forgot about that. Good call.
Thank you for
so
that.
18 to hit.
This is, yeah.
It does hit.
No, misses.
It doesn't.
misses.
I'm 19. Yeah.
All right. Let's roll. It's going to do one more attack.
Feeling lucky.
And don't
Thanks,
worry. It critical failure. So I'm going to say we're going to get out of combat only because the husk zombie has like 5 hit points left, and the likelihood is you will all make it to the other side. Pretty quick.
Set fire to the bridge.
For shits and giggles, can I just cast Nature's Wrath?
Oh
Just to
yeah,
keep it in
totally.
place? Cool.
Yeah, the entirety of the farmhouse area is just covered in ice and fire, and it's just like a mixture of chaos as this ragtag group of people just kind of make your way to this small city town area. It's Marianne takes a minute and she refers to this city as Tyra Toros. As you move through the outskirts, it's like a dead landscape. It begins to shift something more structured. The sky above, a cluster of black crows that circle lazily overhead. There's a mountain to the north, and the crows seem to follow you slightly. And once you're in
Can I do like a perception check on these crows to see if they seem natural?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Or nature or something? It was a 27.
They seem natural to the point of just like you think they're crows. They may be like carrion birds from this distance. They're too far in the sky for you to notice. So maybe they're circling something, but there seems to be a bunch everywhere. But that doesn't seem altogether surprising to you, just because this is a city of undead. So
Oh, I connect those two dots and instantly feel kind of gross.
Um, yeah, Marianne seems determined and kind of focused as she's like limping forward with Roderick on her shoulder, and she looks to you, Tom, and she says, "You looked at me before. Do you know? Do I know you?"
Yeah, looked like a friend. You wouldn't happen to know somebody named Delora, would you?
And as you say that name, her face, she just stops, and she looks at you. She says, "Who? What?"
Oh, oh. Are we? Where are we now? In this, are we in a
You're
safe
like
place?
you're probably about a mile away from this city. It's not a huge city, probably like a tenth of the size of something like Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate. Um, More of like a farming city, farming town. But you seem pretty safe right now.
At Stonehill?
And she looks at you and she says, "Why are you talking about my dead daughter?"
Oh.
"My daughter was killed by Thay. Both my daughters and my husband were killed by Thay. I'm going to kill them all, and
Uh,
my friends are going to help me. And if you," and she kind of pulls out this like knife that she was using. She says, "Who are you? How do you know that name?" And you can see that she's wearing an eye patch, but you can imagine if she had both eyes, they'd be like crazed right now.
uh, I have some very mixed news for you. I will, like, like, I will be as unthreatening as possible. Um, do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Just give me the news.
Allura's not as gone as you thought. Um, she's she's not alive, but I'm sorry, but your daughter's a vampire.
You see her face just kind of like sink.
But like a good one, a good one, a good one, a good one, a good one. And she's gonna kill the fucker who did it to her. Like she's great. We like her. She's good. She's helping me make the man I am today.
She's with you? She's a friend of yours?
She Baldur's Gate. She's in Baldur's Gate. She's trying to save the city there. She's doing good there. She's
The city that's frozen in time.
yeah, which means she's not in danger. She's just ambered.
As you're saying this, Gloriana kind of comes up and lifts Marianne up, and she says, "Your daughter's alive, and we can find her, but we have to get out of this. And we need you to take us to where we need to go, Marion." And she looks at Gloriana and she says, "I will do this." Jason, you were saying something or no?
Yes, sort of. At some point on this journey after the battle, Raziel's going to crouch down low to Glob, kind of give her a knife back handle first, and then say, "Pull, first."
Pull, twist, and then twist, and she's just like trying it. Soren looks at her and he looks up at you and he says, "Can I have a knife, Dad?"
um, he's kind of going to like be conflicted about this and kind of like furrow his brow and say,
I take the one that I gave Marianne and put it in Soren's hand and say it would be a wise idea for him to at least be able to defend himself.
Yes, because this is the mixed feelings about it. And he says, acknowledges them with a nod, and then goes to Soren and is like, "This is yours. And as soon as we rest, we train."
he holds the knife close and he looks over at Glob and kind of just like gives like a little bit of a like not like he doesn't stick his tongue out, but is very much like, okay, my dad's acknowledging me type of, not just you.
Wait, also, he just called me dad.
He's not like real. It's painful. Like you can tell that he's exuded some like memory, but it's secondary to him. It's like he's not really thinking too much about it, and he kind of wanders. He wanders forward next to Gloriana. Kind of just doesn't really register what happened.
Okay, but Raziel's that's gonna have affected him.
I come up to Raziel, put my hand on his back, and I just say, "He'll get there."
You guys are coming close to this town as Marion tells you that again that this is the city of Tyraturos. It's like a city made of ash itself. Everything's still a little wet from the most recent rainstorm. There are dark stone, angular, and etched. Buildings are dark stone, angular, and etched with faintly glowing arcane runes. The streets are rigid, controlled, and unnervingly quiet. It's big enough for you guys to kind of move a little unnoticed, but I'm assuming Dorn has
Large form has been deactivated.
Yeah, I assume.
Yeah.
Marion doesn't know the city super well, but you're able to kind of keep to the side streets. But you need to kind of get through the city to get to this river that she's talking about. But as you're moving through the city, you see a number of individuals. Now, this is a very odd feeling in this city where a good chunk of people are wearing red robes and just kind of moving about with almost like an entourage of undead following them. And there are various levels of like spellcasters or spell users. The city just feels wrong on all levels. You more clearly see that there's like a mountain to the north of where you are that's like pure black, and there's just like it feels like a constant storm cloud surrounding it. But this like it's almost like a city square, and there's a fire, this kind of like dark red, almost blackish fire, just kind of in the center on this like this dais, and people are gathering around it. And at that point, you hear just kind of a voice kind of erupt from the dais itself, and an address begins. People were chatting. It falls silent, and the dais begins to speak. And you see this figure kind of emerge from it. This like almost like kind of our like chest and face. It is an older woman. She's wearing the signature Thayan red robes, tattoos covering her face. As everyone kind of takes a knee, as Marion silently says to the group of you, and she says, "That's her. That's Victoria Kraskul, the High Lich, who did this to me." And she points at her missing eye. And she says, "Citizens of Thay, you stand at the edge of a new age. For far too long, the so-called gods have ruled from beyond reach, demanding worship, demanding obedience, offering nothing but distant promises in return. We reject that bargain. The Pale March has begun. Our forces advance even now, disciplined, unstoppable, bringing order to a fractured world. No longer will mortals kneel. No longer will we beg for scraps of divinity. We take what is denied to us. We will claim this world as our own." And she says, "However, reports have reached us. Enemy agents, infiltrators within Thay. Let it be known any who harbor them will be shared their fate." A pause. And then, "A reward has been issued. To those who find her," as you see Marion's face just erupt. And you see it has this like almost top-down view, As you can see, these are crows that have been like following her. She says, "Divinity is within the walls of Thay. Creatures blessed by the gods are here. Find them, kill them, and bring me the head of Marion Stonehill." As you see a number,
Heard up.
um, as you see like kind of zombies just kind of whoosh, and a number of this crowd, probably about 50 people, all looking around, and they see you all, and they start kind of slowly walking towards you with their rods and their swords, and they're kind of coming. Marion does something drastic as she turns to you and she says, "Go west, get to the river, go south," as she just sprints towards the crowd opposite direction as they all run after her. Unfortunately, Dorn, for you, Glob also runs after her in a means to try and protect her. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go after Glob. Just because, yeah, I care.
You guys
Didn't
lose
do a lot together.
you guys lose track of Dorn and Glob within the crowd. They don't seem to be going after them, but Dorn is doing his best to try and find Glob himself. Raziel, Zehmanel, and Lucky Tom, what would you like to do?
We got it.
The crowd
Yeah.
hasn't followed Marion.
The crowd is following Marianne. She made like a break for it, and so they are like, there's the chaos, and they're all kind of going back east towards the barn where you were. She specifically gave you as much of a head start as possible to go west.
I will cast message to Glob, and I'll say, "You gotta get back here right now for your safety."
All right. She does not respond.
I grab you by the arm, Raziel, and I say, "We have to go."
Agreed.
Great. So yeah, grab Soren. Let's go west.
Gloriana also is like, okay,
You two.
let's go.
And I look at Lucky Tom and I say, "You are welcome to join us."
I grab Roderick and I go, "Great, let's go."
And you all make your way west. And we're going to call it there. The team is behind enemy lines, trying to make it to a river. Dorn is trying to find his goblin, and Marianne Stonehill is trying her best to protect the people she cares about. Yeah, great job tonight, everyone.
Thank you.
Our next game, I believe, is going to be not this week, but the following week, and that's going to be on the 8th. And that's going to be the northern route again. So back to them. And then once we get to the week of April 13th, then we're going to get into our regular cadence again. So for those of you watching, it's going to be a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday streaming session with each of these tables just trying their best to make it west and save the world at the same time. Will they meet up with their friends? Will they save the world? Will Glob learn to use a knife? There's only one way to find out, and that's to tune into Goblin Guys. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great one.
Bye, my love.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.